France, 1789. Hunger filled the streets as anger grew. While royals lived in luxury, people demanded change.
The gap between rich and poor widened each day. Taxes crushed the people, while power ignored their suffering.
A single spark was enough to ignite a revolution that would shake France and change the future of the world.
Before the revolution, France was divided into classes, where nobles thrived while common people struggled daily.
Clergy and nobility paid almost no taxes, yet controlled land and power, leaving workers burdened and unheard. Food shortages and rising bread prices pushed families into poverty, spreading anger across towns and villages. France was not just unequal, it was unstable, and years of injustice prepared the nation for rebellion.
King Louis XVI ruled a nation drowning in debt, inherited from wars and years of careless spending.
Costly wars and support for American independence emptied the treasury, leaving France on the edge of collapse. Instead of reforming the system, the king delayed decisions, allowing the crisis to grow more dangerous. His indecision weakened royal authority, and the people began to lose faith in the crown.
In 1789, the king summoned the Estates General to fix the crisis, but deep divisions immediately appeared. The Third Estate represented the people, yet their voices were outnumbered and repeatedly ignored by the elite.
Frustrated by injustice, the Third Estate demanded equal voting power and real influence over France's future.
When denied, they formed the National Assembly, openly challenging royal authority for the first time.
On July 14, 1789, tension exploded in Paris as crowds gathered, driven by fear and anger.
The Bastille stood as a powerful symbol of royal control, representing years of oppression and injustice.
Though it held few prisoners, its capture sent shockwaves across France and weakened the monarchy's image. The fall of the Bastille proved the people were no longer afraid, and revolution had truly begun.
Inspired by new ideas, revolutionaries began to imagine a France built on rights, freedom, and equality.
The Declaration of the Rights of Man promised liberty and justice, challenging centuries of absolute rule.
Feudal privileges were abolished, ending noble advantages and giving ordinary citizens new confidence.
For a brief moment, hope filled France, as people believed a fair and united nation was finally possible. Hope slowly faded as fear spread across France, and revolutionaries began to suspect enemies everywhere. Radical leaders claimed harsh actions were needed to protect the revolution from betrayal and collapse.
Thousands were arrested based on suspicion alone, as justice became rushed and deeply flawed. Even revolutionaries turned on one another, and the dream of freedom became clouded by fear.
King Louis XVI faced trial, no longer seen as divine, but as a ruler answerable to the people.
The trial shocked Europe, as centuries of royal authority crumbled under the judgment of ordinary citizens. In 1793, the monarchy ended, marking a dramatic break from France's long royal past.
With the crown gone, France stepped into an uncertain future, forever changed by revolution and loss. The French Revolution was brutal and flawed, yet it proved ordinary people could challenge absolute power. Its ideas of rights and citizenship reshaped nations forever, leaving a legacy that still influences the world today.